top of the class on the road, hey, and it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Mask down, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On the road, here we go, here we go.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're gonna be doing our final installment in our multiple part Kucoin series. But before we get into it, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and click that notification bell so you don't miss any of these great tutorials or urgent market updates that we upload to the channel. Now, if you haven't seen the other parts of our Kucoin series, I definitely recommend you go back and watch those first. I will put links down in the description to all the rest of the videos. And in those videos, I show you how to set up a trade, I show you how to stake, and I show you how to use the Kucoin trading bots. So if you have not seen those, definitely go down to the links in the description below and check those videos out before watching that one, because in today's video, we're gonna be covering something that is mostly for more advanced traders who are ready to take a little bit more risk with the trade-off of increasing their gains. And that is Kucoin futures trading. Among the many features of Kucoin, one of my favorite things that they offer is leverage trading. Two of the main reasons that I love Kucoin for leverage trading is, number one, they offer leverage on tons of altcoins. A lot of the time when I'm looking at a coin and I'm like, wow, I wish I could short this thing with some leverage or long this thing with some leverage. If I head over to Kucoin, chances are more often than not, they do have the coin available with some leverage. Now, another big reason I love Kucoin's leverage trading feature is that they offer up to 5x leverage without KYC. Without doing KYC, you can leverage trade with up to 5x. If you wanted to increase that to anywhere from 20 to 100x, you could KYC with them and get that extra bit of leverage, but it is nice that they offer some leverage without KYC. So in just a minute, we're gonna hop onto the computer. I'm gonna show you guys the trading dashboard. I'm gonna show you how to open a trade, how to close a trade, all the basics. This is very similar to Femex. If you guys have ever used Femex, the layouts are very similar. And before we get into it, guys, make sure you head over to frankiecandles.com, where I have a bunch of deals that you guys can get if you want to sign up for one of these services like Femex or Kucoin. You can click these links, you will get a deal, and it helps the channel out just a little bit, so it's a win-win situation. I will also put the links in the description below. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. So here we are on Kucoin, the main homepage. Now, you do have a couple of different options if you want to add some leverage to your trading. One of the easiest ways that you could leverage trade with Kucoin is using their pre-leveraged tokens. Now, if you're on the main page, you can go over to markets, go ahead and click that, and then you can come on over to spot, and you'll see you have a bunch of different options here. If you click this little arrow, you will see ETF. If you go ahead and click that, you'll see a collection of coins here, and you'll see we have AVAX 3S. So basically what that is, and you can see right next to it, it's 3x short. If you wanted to short AVAX with 3x leverage, what you could do is you could click this and it will bring you over to your trading dashboard. So once you're on the trading dashboard, basically all you're going to do is you're going to purchase these pre-leveraged tokens. So obviously we are here on AVAX 3S or 3x short. So you'll essentially be buying a short token at 3x leverage. What you have to understand about leverage, guys, is you can gain profit much faster with leverage, but you can also lose your money just as fast. I'm gonna go ahead and show you here. If you wanted to go ahead and buy some of these pre-leveraged short tokens, right? You think AVAX is going to come down, so you're gonna purchase the 3x short AVAX token. So we're gonna go ahead and click on market. I talk about limit orders in one of our previous how to set up a trade on Kucoin videos. So I'm not going to cover that, but we're just going to go ahead for market because we just want to jump in and buy these right away. I'm going to go ahead and just buy $14 worth because I'm not actually shorting AVAX. I'm just doing it for the sake of this example. But you would go ahead and just click buy AVAX 3S, click buy, And as soon as it goes through, boom, you see it was successfully placed right here. And just like that, you are now shorting AVAX with 3x leverage. And if we go ahead and come back to our main homepage on Kucoin, and go ahead and come on down to our trading account, you will see that we now have $14 worth of AVAX 3x short tokens. Now, this essentially works the exact same way as just buying regular crypto, except instead of rooting for your coin to go up so you can make gains, you would want to be rooting that the price of the coin goes down. So in this case, we would be hoping that AVAX would come down in the near future, and as AVAX comes down, our profit would grow. And again, we're at 3x leverage, so you are gonna have a little bit quicker of a gain and loss. You do want to understand the dangers of using leverage. Although we can gain money very fast, you could also lose it very, very fast. But with something like 3x leverage, it's actually on the lower end of leverage, so it's not super risky like using 100x leverage, where if the price goes 1% in the opposite direction, you're gonna get completely liquidated. But I don't personally use these, to be 100% honest, but it is an option. So you're essentially just buying a short token. So you buy the short token, and then instead of hoping for the price to pump, you're hoping for it to dump so you can make some profit, and you get that little 3x leverage, as a little kicker to increase your gains. But remember, it could also increase your losses. Now, you also have other options as far as leverage trading on Kucoin. So what you can do is you could come up here to your top bar and click on derivatives, come down here and click on futures classic. Now you're gonna wanna click that. That is going to bring you to your futures trading dashboard. Now this is typically what I use when I leverage trade on Kucoin. It's, in my opinion, just easier to understand and easier to keep track of and keep an eye on your trades. So this is what I prefer to use, but if you prefer the pre-leveraged tokens, that's totally up to you. Just please make sure you understand the risk of using leverage before jumping into any of this. It's for more advanced traders, not beginners. If you are a beginner, you're gonna wanna start out spot trading without leverage. Here you are on your futures dashboard. Right now you can see I do have a trade in right here, and we are currently up 81%. You can see I'm using about 3x leverage, up $163. And then you can see I've already taken out $1,200 in profit. So this is locked in. The rest is pure profit, just riding. Basically, what you have here is you have a little trading view chart that you could keep an eye on. If you wanted to draw lines, you could. So that is very nice. And then up here, you'll see it says ETH Perpetual USDT. This is the pair that we are currently looking at. Now, if you click this, you have all the USDT pairs that you can trade with leverage. You can see that these are all perpetual contracts. So these are all the coins you can trade with leverage. So let's go ahead and say you wanted to go ahead and short Bitcoin. You think it's going to come down further. So you just want to go ahead and short it from here. I'm not saying this is a good time to short Bitcoin or a bad time to short Bitcoin. I'm just using this as purely as an example. But basically what you would do is you would want to come over here. If you want to use your market order, right, that's typically what I use when I enter. I usually, sometimes I use limit, but if you just wanted to jump in and out of the trade, again, if you want to learn about the limit orders, you can go ahead and check our previous Kucoin videos. But we just want to hop in really quick. So you're going to want to click this lightning bolt that will change it over to market order. That means that when you click buy, it's going to jump you in. It's going to get you into the trade at that current price. So you can see here, this is where you would choose how many lots you want to purchase. You can also change this to a BTC amount, right? So it's 0.1 BTC, 0.2 BTC, 0.3 BTC, or 0.4 BTC. And then you can see the US dollar amount is $13,000. Now, the reason this is so high is because of the leverage. So if we want to use 25% of the money we have in our futures account, which right now my available balance is about $2,700. So if we use 25% of that at 5x leverage, this is what the value of the trade would be. And down here, you can see it says cost right here. This is the actual amount of your money that you're putting into the trade. So I'm putting up $677 with 5x leverage equates to a $3,300 position, right? Now, I'm not going to go ahead and throw that much in just because I'm not really going to hold. I'm just going to jump in and jump out to show you guys for an example. You can also type in a custom amount here if you wanted to do 0.01. You can see it's $61 here. So you'll be spending $61 with 5x leverage. We'll make it a $300 trade. And then this is essentially making it as if you're trading with $300. So you only have to put up about 60 bucks, but it's the same thing. You're gonna make the same amount of gains as if you were trading with $300. So that is the power of leverage. It allows you to risk less of your money and trade with a bigger amount of money. But again, it comes with a lot more risk as you can lose your money very, very quickly. However, from here, you can change down here. You can change your slider. You could use 1x leverage, 2, 3, 4, or 5x leverage. Again, like I said, if you KYC, you can use much more leverage. But right now, we'll just stick with 5x. And then if you, if we wanted to short, you could click TP or SL of short. And this is just your take profit and your stop loss. Now, this is pretty self-explanatory. Your take profit would be a level that you set that when price gets to that level, you will exit your trade and take your profit. And your stop loss is a level that you would set if price goes in the opposite direction that you want it to go and you want to cut your losses at a certain point, you set your stop loss there. But you guys should understand that, because if you're watching this video and you want to trade with leverage, you should be at least somewhat of an advanced trader, or at least know what you're doing, right? So you should know what a take profit and a stop loss is. If this is the first time you've heard of a take profit or a stop loss, go watch my previous videos and try spot trading a little bit before jumping in with leverage. So those are always good to set. I always recommend setting your take profit and your stop loss before entering the trade and then letting the trade ride out. Whether you think you're going to win or lose, you want to trust your TA. Sit there and let the market do its thing. If you get stopped out, it's okay. You'll try to figure out what you did wrong, reassess, and get into a different trade. And the next one hopefully will go your way. So after you do that, you would just go ahead and click sell short or buy long. If you wanted to bet that the price was going up, you would hit long. If you wanted to bet that the price is going down, you would hit short. So this is how people are making money in the bear market, right? My whole thing on my channel is I help you make money trading crypto, whether the price is going up or down, and shorting is how we make money when the price is going down. So as the price is plummeting, we're shorting it and just cashing in, just like you do when price is ripping up in parabolically in a bull run. You would go ahead and say you clicked short, and then the further down the coin comes, the more money you would make, right? And then I'm actually not even gonna put this order in because I already have an order here I can show you. Now, this is exactly what would pop up if we hit short ETH. You would see it pop up here. Now, obviously, I entered this a while ago, but you can see ETH perpetual USD right there. That is the coin that we are using. Amount, we are shorting 0.46 worth of ETH. We are shorting just under half an ETH. So that is the value of the trade in ETH. And then the value here would be about $834. Now that is with the leverage. That is not the money that I had put into the trade. This is what the trade is worth after the about 3x leverage, right? So it's $834 after the leverage. Here's your entry price, about $21.71. And then this is the current price. And then this is really important, guys. This is your liquidation price, right? So basically what this is this lets you know if price goes up and hits $2,599, I will be completely liquidated and lose all the money that I have in the trade, which is $367. So we have $367 of my own money in here. And then with the 2.7x leverage, that comes out to about $834. So, and then to the right of that, this is the fun part. This is your unrealized profit, right? So right now we're up 165 bucks. or up 82%. Again, like I said, I've already taken most of my profit out. I'm about 75% out of the trade. So we already locked in $1,200 of profit, and we're letting the rest ride, currently up $163. And then again, right here would be your take profit and stop loss if you had set one. If you wanted to close your position at a specific price, you can go ahead and click this limit button right down here, and you would pick your price. If you wanted to, if ETH goes down to $1,750, you want to take out 50%. You can set how much money you want to take out of the trade. So when the price hits $1,750, if you want to take 50% of your trade out, you would go ahead and hit confirm. And then when price hits $1,750, 50% of your trade will automatically be taken out. So this is a really good way to set levels to take some profit out to stay profitable, right? And then obviously you could take 100% out, 25% out, or you could just put a custom amount. Now, if you're watching price absolutely plummet and you're like, oh my God, I'm up $200, I want to take some of this off the table, right here you can click market, and then you can just pick how much of your trade you want to take out. If I wanted to take out 50% right now, I'd get about $82, and you just hit confirm, and that will instantly pocket that profit and put it into your realized P&L so you can lock it in. Always a good idea. I always recommend taking profits. Having multiple places where you take profit is definitely ideal. So keep that in mind, but those options are there if you choose to use them. So guys, I think that's all I got for this last installment of our Kucoin series. Pretty short one. You know, the futures trading on Kucoin is very similar to a lot of other platforms such as Femex, Bybit, things like that. They're very, very similar. So I didn't want to go too in depth because I don't want it to be too repetitive, but it is very powerful. They have so many altcoins that they offer leverage on. So it's really, really, really useful if you wanted to beef up your position size just a little bit without having to risk too much of your own money. But you do always want to remember, guys, I always try to stress this. If you don't know what you're doing, please stay away from leverage, at least until you figure out what you're doing and you fully understand TA and how to trade, because it can be dangerous if you're a beginner. So if you're a beginner, you could do the same thing. Just do it on the spot exchange instead of the futures exchange. And if you watch our previous Kucoin videos, I show you exactly how to do that. But with these leverage options on Kucoin, also the pre-leveraged tokens, again, I don't use those. I just find it much easier to use these. It's easier to keep an eye on. It's the pre-leveraged tokens get a little, I think they get a little confusing. I think it's just easier to use this. But the option's there if you want to use it. So there it is, our completed Kucoin series. They have so much to offer. I could probably continue to make more videos of some of their other features. We covered how to stake and earn money on your crypto passively without doing anything, how to open regular spot trades, how to use the futures. We covered a whole bunch of stuff that they offer here on Kucoin, and there's much, much more. So maybe we'll bring this series back to life. But for now, we're gonna wrap it up and put it in the books. I think that's a wrap for our Kucoin series for now. And once again, guys, if you want to sign up for Kucoin, definitely check the link down in the description. Use my referral link. You should get a deal and you help out the channel just a little bit. Or you could go to frankiecandles.com and check out all of the deals that we have. We do definitely have a lot of deals and we are adding them as much as possible. So always keep an eye on frankiecandles.com. And with all that being said, guys, that's all I got for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Frankie Candles out.